Now let's see if I can actually get through a video without being interrupted by anything, please. What's poppin', people? It's your boy Blues back again with another video. Today we got ourselves another Sparking Zero video. I don't know why I said sparking like that, but it is what it is. So, a lot of shit happened yesterday. A lot of gameplay trailers, or just a lot of gameplay in general, dropped yesterday. So we're gonna be going over that, and as well, the little what was it, like a 7-minute trailer or a 7-minute video from the developer or the game's producer, I think, talking about the game. So we're just gonna lightning bolt through that, and we're actually gonna talk about the gameplay trailers themselves, or the gameplay videos. I don't know why I keep calling them trailers. Oh well, it is what it is. So, first things first, the episode battles and the custom battles. The episode battles are essentially the dragon history of Sparking Zero. From what I've seen and read, those battles are essentially just, like I said, the story of Dragon Ball Z all the way to Super. Now, obviously, this paints a lot of questions. You know, what about normal Dragon Ball? That's probably going to be its own story, because episode battles actually, you get to witness the battles through, or you get to witness a story through certain characters' eyes. They said it's 8 characters that you can see through their eyes, including Goku, Vegeta. My guess for this is going to be Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, Frieza, Trunks, Cell, and I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I'm stumped for the last one. But yeah, I feel like that's what we're gonna see, because obviously we have Future Trunks, we have his whole arc with Goku Black, and yeah, that's pretty much that. The what if scenario is also tied into the episode battle, because it actually shows, or there's actual videos of what happens if you select the other option. So a perfect example of this is during the fight with Raditz. There is a segment where it shows that you can opt not to form an alliance with Piccolo temporarily and have Piccolo help you. But, and essentially what ends up happening is Krillin actually goes to help Goku. And apparently in that whole cutscene, Krillin, Master Roshi, and Piccolo, and obviously Goku, help to defeat Raditz. And instead of it being Goku and Raditz dying, it's just Raditz. So, again, a what if scenario. Now, hold on, let me just get some water. Jesus Christ. That's much better. But anyways, going to custom battles. Custom battles is probably going to be the one thing that's the most fun, because custom battles are essentially, they're like the YouTube videos that you would see back in like 2000 and like maybe back when AMVs were like the thing, right? Where you have like Goku versus Gogeta, or Gogeta versus like a lot of the what if battles. Like, a huge shout out to Hyourinjutsu though. That's the one guy I wanted to credit, because I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot of what-if battles, and they're going to be in Sparking Zero. Because for those of you that don't know, Hyourinjutsu, he's a sprite animator who does what-if scenarios for Dragon Ball. And a lot of his probably one of his most popular ones is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta versus Vegito Blue. And Vegito Blue actually activates Kaioken to try and defeat him, and it works. And, it's like a lot of people are going to get a lot of ideas to make videos that are probably going to be based off his own videos. So huge shout out to that guy. I cannot wait to see the potential in that. Like a lot of us are thinking that GT is not going to be in the game. Me personally, I know GT is going to be in the game because why not? So yeah, but yeah, there's that. And custom battles, like I said, they're fun. Apparently, you can have like your own post and pre cutscene type thing. So that's obviously really cool. But now let's get on to the main topic at hand, which was local multiplayer. A lot of us, and I mean a lot of us, told Bandai that we want local multiplayer, split screen multiplayer. They gave it to us, but they gave it to us at a cost. The game's producer told us that Sparking Zero was going to have local multiplayer, split screen, by the way. They were going to have split screen multiplayer, but it was going to be at the cost of only selecting the hyperbolic time chamber. Because apparently their philosophy was they wanted to capture the essence of Dragon Ball, and because they wanted to do that, they wanted to also make it so you could, destroy the buildings and the planet in split screen. But apparently there were a lot of issues that they didn't talk about, but we obviously assumed that, were arising. So in order to adhere to our question, or to our plea, they essentially said you can have local multiplayer, but you can only pick the hyperbolic time chamber. I, for one, am perfectly fine with that because, yes, it is going to be annoying just constantly playing the hyperbolic time chamber, but because this game is going to have an online mode, obviously I'm going to be picking different stages, so seeing the hyperbolic time chamber 30 times isn't going to be that much of a problem for me. So that's how I see it. I'm perfectly fine with it. I don't know how you guys are with it. I think that this is a complete win. And I know for a fact that the next thing that they're probably going to tell us about is crossplay, because the Breakers has it. Dragon Ball The Breakers has it. And I'm not sure what other Dragon Ball game has it. So, yeah. There's probably going to be something on screen that says what has local multiplayer in terms of, or not local multiplayer, crossplay in terms of Dragon Ball games. If it's only The Breakers, then Sparking Zero is probably going to be the next game that breaks that barrier, So, yeah. But that's pretty much it in terms of that. Now let's actually go into the gameplay that we essentially saw the moment that video went live. A lot of gameplay from a lot of the Dragon Ball content creators had essentially dropped the moment that announcement dropped. I saw a lot of videos from Nano. I saw a lot of videos from Afro, SeeReax. Who else? Janemba 8000 I saw. There was a lot of other creators that I can't remember for the life of me, but essentially they had a lot of gameplay footage, even though it was only around 30 minutes. One thing that I did gather from all the gameplay trailers was that everyone loved playing Gogeta. Like, Gogeta was like the highlight character for every single video. So I found that really funny. So yeah. There are also other characters that were pretty rare to see. There is a video on Twitter floating around of angry Kamehameha Goku, which was really cool to see. Plus, another thing that I also did like about that was in the clip that I'm thinking of, I'm hoping I could put the clip on the screen right now, it's actually showcasing, Goku doing his angry Kamehameha. And on top of that, it also shows the World Tournament stage, because that's where they're fighting, and it actually shows the announcer telling everyone to leave because the whole arena is about to explode. So I just like that attention to detail. Now, another attention to detail that I saw in a lot of gameplay from the Dragon Ball content creators was key charge. I know that sounds weird, you know. Why the hell does key charge interest you? Well, that is specifically because of stages with water. For those of you that don't know, apparently ki is hard to control underwater, and when viewing the ki charging underwater versus above water, you can tell that the ki charging is much more slower versus charging above water. So I found that really cool. Again, another attention to detail that is really cool to see. Another attention to detail is the androids. A lot of people were picking 17. I saw very little gameplay of 18, but a lot of people were kind of confused as to why the androids don't charge up normally. Well, that is because they're androids, so they passively gain energy, you know, because it's an unlimited supply. So, again, attention to detail. I don't know why I paused like that. Anyways, aside from that, there was really nothing else to, you know, dissect from the trailers. Obviously, the way the game looks was beautiful. It was incredible. It was amazing. One thing that did confuse me, though, and I'm hoping that they fix this, is with Beerus and with Great Ape Vegeta. In the Japanese gameplay trailer that we saw, or the gameplay video that we saw, I don't know why I keep calling them trailers. In the Japanese gameplay video that we saw, there's a fight between Beerus and Great Ape Vegeta. The one thing that I find very confusing about this whole thing is Beerus. Beerus is a god of destruction, right? And Vegeta is a great ape. Now, normally you would think that, you know, nothing is wrong here, but I actually caught something. You see, in Tenkaichi 3, or just the Tenkaichi series in general, one thing is for certain. Great apes, and for whatever reason Broly, have super armor. And in order for you to break that super armor, you have to hit a power threshold. That power threshold has to be beyond Super Saiyan 3. You can break super armor at, you know, you can break the super armor at Super Saiyan 3 level of power and beyond that. And it takes a certain number of hits depending on what form of Super Saiyan you're at. If you're base form, I think it takes like 4 hits. I think Super Saiyan, it takes like 3. Super Saiyan 2, no, I'm getting that backwards. I think base form is 6, Super Saiyan is 5, Super Saiyan 2 is 3, or no, 4, or whatever. All I know is that for some reason, Beerus doesn't break Great Ape Vegeta's super armor, which I found very confusing because it's a god of destruction. Why wouldn't he be able to destroy super armor? Because it's in his name. He's a god of destruction. Destroy his super armor. But apparently he doesn't. It takes, what, 3 hits for Great Ape Vegeta's super armor to break? But you're telling me Super Saiyan 3 is stronger than a god of destruction? Nah, we not have that. But again, from my understanding and from what I've seen on Twitter, apparently the gameplay videos that we saw were essentially from a build that Japan has already fixed. But again, you know, there's still some things they do need to fix. I do hope that when the game does release, Beerus is able to break all kinds of super armor, because if he doesn't, what the hell? Now, another thing to note is apparently they did a Q&A as well. One of the Q&As, or one of the questions that was asked, was game balancing. And essentially, the game, I think it was the producer again. The game's producer essentially said, yeah, no, we're not having game balancing. We're just going to have it so everyone's broken. Or characters are broken and some characters aren't. So essentially what he just told us is, if Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is back in the game, he might be the most broken character again. Now, the reason why I say might be is because of the fact that UI Goku exists, Full Power Jiren exists, the Gods of Destruction exist, Beast Gohan exists. Like, there's so many different characters that exist that kind of break that barrier of Super Saiyan 4. So, again, it goes back to this game is perfect. Tenkaichi 3 wasn't balanced. Tenkaichi 2 wasn't balanced. The first Tenkaichi wasn't balanced. Why the hell balance this one? They're not going to balance it. They're just going to add a character and say, if it's broken, it's broken. If it's not, it's not. So, ultimately, I can't wait to play Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So, that's just my opinion. But other than that, you know, another thing that I also did see was, I think, my mind could be playing tricks on me, but I think it was rotating control sticks. That might be back. But I could be wrong. I think it was one of the Dragon Ball content creators videos that I saw, and I saw the image of a rotating control stick. So I could be wrong. I could have been seeing things. If I saw it, it's gonna be on screen. It was like a little clip, and I'm gonna put that clip on repeat. That way you guys can understand. And I think that might have something to do with the control style, because in Nanogenix's video, there is a brief second where he is trying to figure out the controls, and he ends up switching to modern controls. And there's also a classic control that he apparently, I believe he said that he switched to classic controls and it felt much better for him. Although I could be confusing him with someone else. You know, let me know in the comments below if I am. But in his video, in Nano's video, he actually shows what the controls for modern look like. And I'm going to see if I can try and find it in his video. There's a lot of moments when he's charging up his ki during classic controls. You can see that it's the standard Tenkaichi controls where you're holding your charge button. You hold, what is it? I know on GameCube it is, you hold the X button and you do a super move, and if you hold it, hold your charge, hold up, and you press your X button, you do your move. I know this sounds confusing, but there's going to be an image on screen to help you with what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. Other than that, I can't really think of anything else. Overall, the game looks beautiful. I cannot wait. I'm going to bet that in terms of the amount of trailers we're going to get from now until October, I don't know why I wanted to say August. From now until October, I think we're going to get maybe, in terms of trailers, how many do we get? I'm going to say we're going to get maybe, at the most, 4 trailers. One for July, one for August, one for September, or maybe 1 month gets 2 trailers and, you know, whatever. But I think we're going to get 4. You know, I think we're going to get another, like, game development announcement, and we're going to get another gameplay trailer. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure to like this video, comment, subscribe, do all that good shit. I know this game has been trending for God knows how long. But again, what do you guys think of the game so far? What do you think still needs to be improved? Because remember, the Japanese version, or the version that the Japanese have, is a more up-to-date version. So the gameplay videos that we have seen from the Dragon Ball content creators, those videos are essentially outdated gameplay videos. So, yeah. But that is going to be it from me. I will see you guys all in the next video. Hopefully it is a reaction, because I really wanted to do one for Summer Game Fest, but I was just so busy that I wasn't able to actually catch it until I actually got home, saw it, and I lost my mind. So, yeah. again, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I will see you guys on the next video. I am fucking home.